Mavis treasured her morning stone trains to Farquhar. Watching the sleepy town come alive as she trundled through always put a smile on her face. Everyone was happy to see her when she reached the station. All, that is, except one surprisingly cantankerous engine. Mavis, you've done it again! Done what, Percy? You blocked my favorite siding with those stone trucks. You have a favorite siding? Mavis blinked. All proper shunters do. Where else am I to organize my train? Station master told me to leave them there, she replied. A siding's a siding, Percy. As long as the trucks are in order, I'm happy. That's all well and good when you've only stone trucks to worry about, Percy grumbled, but I've plenty of goods to manage. Dairy, cattle, hay. Hey! Before Percy could say anything more, Mavis scampered off. The next day, Mavis was bound for Farquhar once more. The journey started well enough, but when she reached the lane, her train felt heavier. What's gotten you lot? She strained. Not our fault, the trucks grumbled in chorus. She made a great commotion as she struggled through the village. Windows were shut, people covered their ears, and a policeman rode alongside on his bicycle, lecturing her on causing disturbances. The noise was so great that Mavis couldn't hear him. As she crawled into the yard, she found that she had no more strength to give. Grrr! She growled as she came to a defeated halt. Her driver went to inspect the train. Having trouble, are we? Mavis looked back in the siding. In the siding, where she usually left her truck, sat Percy, smirking. What are you doing there? Mavis demanded. Oh, just raising steam, he replied. I asked driver to move me here. I love feeling the sun shining down on my boiler. You know I need that siding for the trucks. You won't be using this siding, old girl, her driver interjected. The van's brakes were on the whole way down. It's got flat tires, so we can't move it any further. Percy sniggered. I don't know what you're so smug for, Mavis flounced. Percy then noticed the brake van was stalled on the points, blocking him in. He quickly went silent and pale. The commotion had attracted the attention of the station master. Bother, he said. I'll have to phone an inspector. He trailed off, having noticed Percy. What in the Fat Controller's name are you doing there? Didn't you know, sir? Mavis smiled sweetly. That's Percy's favorite siding. The little green engine blushed. How very fortunate, the station master replied. He can enjoy all he wants. He'll be stuck there for quite some time. He turned back to Mavis. And you'll have to take his goods. Mavis gasped. She hadn't bargained for that. There's nothing for it, continued the station master. You can't get back to the quarry now, even if you wanted to. I'll phone your manager. You get that train ready at once. Before she could start, Daisy returned from the junction. With her paths to the shed blocked, she was forced to idle in the siding, leaving Mavis with less room to work with. This didn't bother her. Daisy's mere presence inspired her to make an impression. Now, Mavis was a good shunter when it came to stone trucks. These she arranged quite easily. Other goods, however, require more delicacy. She was so busy swaggering in front of Daisy that she advanced on the cattle van too quickly. Careful, Percy called. Can't hear you, she beamed. Proper shunter at work. Bump! Moo! Cried the bull. Oh my, Daisy grimaced. What an awful racket. That smartened Mavis up at once. With much greater care, she navigated the yard for her remaining trucks. They seemed to be in the most convenient places. Mavis was cross, but fought to keep composure. Hurry along, she cooed to the wagons, trying to sound professional. At last, all was ready. She left the yard with a mighty growl. She wasn't as fast as Percy, and had to work hard bringing the grumbling trucks to the junction on time. Bear was there with his pickup goods. Giving a good effort, are you? He smiled. You hard-working branch line engines never failed to amaze me. Mavis was out of breath, but managed a smile as Bear rumbled away. Later, she returned to Farquhar with empty trucks. The brake van had been taken away, and Percy was freed from the confines of the yard. Had enough of your favorite siding, have you? Teased Mavis. More than enough, Percy huffed. Thank you for taking my goods, Mavis. I'm sorry I made such a fuss." "That's all right," she smiled. "What did you make of my shunting? Impressive, wouldn't you say?" "Not bad," Percy smirked, "though I see room for improvement. The handling of that caravan for a start. Perhaps you could pass on some advice in future, so long as you're free to give demonstrations." And with a whistle and a honk, the two friends went back to work.